Hey, welcome back to Livin MN Outdoors, and thanks for tuning in to this week's fishing report. Let's dive straight into today's fishing report. We're going to start up on Lake Winnebagoshish. I talked to Chad from the Pines Resort and Scott from zupsguideservice. Now, they said the walleye fishing was a little bit slower this week, but they still managed to catch some really nice fish. Now, they said they're still targeting them in that 5 to 10 feet of water in the mornings and evenings, and then they're sliding out a little bit deeper during the midday fishing. Now, they're still getting them on spinners. Chad told me today that fatheads have been best, even over shiners and night crawlers, and they're catching some really nice fish. Now, along with the walleyes, they're starting to pick up some really good perch. They're picking up some northern pike, and they're able to fill the live well with a mixed bag of nice eating fish. Now, if you want to catch bass, they're still getting bass up in the reeds and on the cabbage. They're throwing stupid tubes and spinner baits. They're catching some really nice bass. Now, as far as bluegills and crappies go, they're having a hard time finding them on the main lake, and I asked about Cutfoot Sioux, and they said that it's been really tough in Cutfoot Sioux as well. So the panfish are a little bit elusive right now. The walleye fishing is pretty decent. So if you're gonna go up there and do some fishing, I'd recommend chasing those walleye and perch. Now, as far as muskie goes, they said target shoreline points with weeds on them. They're targeting 3 to 8 feet of water. They're throwing bucktails, they're throwing topwaters, and they're catching some really nice muskies right now. So if you want to get up there and chase some muskies, right now is a decent time to go. The Pines Resort, they have cabins, they have campsites. He said they are starting to get pretty full. They're open till October 15th, and he said the fishing's only going to get better until then. The resort has a full bar and restaurant. They got live bait, a marina, whatever you could ask for, they can provide it. Now, if you're looking for a guided trip on Lake Winnebagoshish, we highly recommend zupsguideservice. Scott, he's a professional fisherman. He's a lot of fun to fish with, and I guarantee he'll get you on fish. So whether you're looking for a place to stay, or if you're looking for a guide, either call Chad from Pines Resort or Scott from zupsguideservice. All right, now moving over to Leech Lake. I talked to the guys from Leech Lake Guide Team LLC. They said that it's kind of the dog days of summer right now. They said until those water temps start to get below 65, it's gonna kind of stay in that same dog days of summer pattern. Now, they are still picking up some fish. They're targeting those walleyes in 8 to 16 feet of water. They're pulling spinners. They're trolling crankbaits. And when they get on good schools, they're still throwing slip bobbers with a leech. Now, you're going to have to do some searching around. Before you even start fishing, it's a good idea to look around with your electronics, find some fish on those weed edges or on those break lines, and then start fishing from there. Now, if you're looking for perch, the perch fishing is starting to get really hot up there. Steamboat, sucker, cabacona, the perch are starting to school up. People are catching really good batches of big perch. So if that's what you like to do, now's the time to get up to Leech. Now, as far as bass and pike fishing, he said the bass and pike are still in the wild rice and in the reeds. They're casting spinner baits up in there, they're throwing some topwater, and they're catching some nice fish. Now, as far as muskie goes, I've gotten mixed reports. Some people said they're really elusive, and then I had a buddy of mine, he went out, he caught 4 fish in one day. They're targeting shallow rock structures, they're throwing big swim baits, they're bucktails, topwaters, but he said it's really a window bite. You could see fish all day long and they won't eat, but then when you get a window, they really turn on, and you need to capitalize during that time period. Now, if you're looking for a guided trip on Leech Lake, go ahead, call Austin from Leech Lake Guide Team. He'll hook you up with one of the 6 guides on their team there. They're all professional. They're all going to put you on fish, and you'll have a great time with whoever you go with. Now, if you're looking for a place to stay up on Leech Lake, we highly recommend Horseshoe Bay Lodge. Great bar, great restaurant, awesome marina. They got live bait. They'll take care of you if that's where you choose to stay. So if you're looking for a guided trip, call Leech Lake Guide Team. If you're looking for a place to stay, call Cam or Courtney from Horseshoe Bay Lodge. Moving over to Mille Lacs Lake, I talked to Mark from the Norseman Guide Service. He told me that the smallmouth fishing was really good this past week. He said in a 2-hour period they caught 22 smallmouth, all of them between 18 and 21 inches. He said the biggest ones were just under 6 pounds, and they caught a lot of them in that size range. Now he said he found smallmouth anywhere from 4 feet of water to 21 feet of water. Up in 4 feet of water, he said he found them in the celery grass. Otherwise, he found them on brake lines with rubble and boulders. Now, he said that the drop shot has been outperforming the Ned rig. And the color of choice right now is green pumpkin. He said you gotta work your drop shot in your Ned rigs extremely slow right now. He said just put it out there and forget about it. Don't be twitching it a bunch, don't be moving it, just let it sit there and those smallmouth are gonna come and bite. He even recommended on a drop shot rig to use a 1/2 ounce drop shot weight to hold that bait even more still. He said they don't like movement right now, they just want it sitting there, they're looking for an easy meal. If you guys are looking to get on some smallmouth bass, you want to hire a guide, go ahead and call Mark from the Norseman Guide Service. Now also, the Mille Lacs Lake Smallmouth Alliance and the MLF, they're partnering up. They're having a huge party up at the Rocky Bottom Restaurant in Garrison. That's on September 10th. There is an entry fee, but it includes all-you-can-eat barbecue, bunch of door prizes. There'll be silent auctions. You'll get to meet a lot of the big-time bass fishermen up there. It's going to be a blast. Rachel and I are going to do our best to be up there, and we hope to see you there. All right, now moving to Castles Resort in Isle Bay. They've been having their best luck fishing in 16 feet of water. They're getting walleyes, they're getting smallmouth bass, they're getting perch. He said they tried fishing really deep, they tried fishing shallower, but that 16 feet seemed to be the magic number for them. They're using slip bobbers and leeches or a night crawler. If you guys want to go out with them, they do run their launch every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Usually it runs from 5 to 9 p.m. It's $35 a person. They provide everything you need, rod and reel, bait, the whole works. Now, if you want a cabin, they're pretty full right now. So you're looking probably mid-October or beyond that to get a reservation with them, but never hurts to try. He also told me that the pike fishing has still been decent in the bay there in Isle Bay. They're trolling spinners on the weed edges and over the tops of the weeds, catching some nice pike. So if you want to catch some pike, try the bay. Well guys, that's going to do it for this week's fishing report. If you would, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It really helps the videos out. Ice fishing is coming. Talk to the resorts, get your early bird specials on your season passes, get your ice castle reservations, your permanent house reservations. Take care of that all right now. A lot of people have been asking if we're going to be doing ice fishing reports. Yes, we will. We'll be talking about ice thickness, vehicle restrictions, wheelhouse restrictions, the whole works. We'll cover it all. Hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button and you'll be notified every time we post an update. So we hope you guys get out fishing this weekend. If you do, please send us some pictures. Have some fun, be safe, be kind at the boat ramp, and most importantly, don't forget to get on out there and get living.